Okay, so this is Vintage Challenge round 5. We are playing Breach. Ready, set, go. Not this hand again. The classic strip mine pedal hand. I mean, technically, I could strip mine, Lotus Petal, Demonic, Lotus, Merchant Scroll, Ancestral with Force backup. Doesn't really get me anywhere. It does kind of load up my yard, though. Maybe it's value. It does load up my yard a bit, but it's kind of. I mean, maybe that's not sus. Maybe that's not sus. Maybe that's a play we could make. It feels a little greedy, and I don't even know how much like you're gaining by doing it. But you are it's a lot of work for a recall, but you're also putting a Black Lotus, a Lotus Petal, and a recall in your yard, which is relevant, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm here to learn. Let's see how it goes. I see how it goes. It's not card advantage, but you are putting cards into your graveyard, so I don't know. Could be bad. I could see this being bad play. Look at the doggy. Shelby locked eyes with the ferocious creature as the glass began to crack. With one more lunge, she would break through and confront her nemesis at last. Shelby is a good boy. Good doggo. I don't know if it's bad though. That's what we don't know, Vane. I don't know that this is a bad play. This could be a good play for all I know. Like, think about if we hit Breach, we win, right? That felt pretty good to me. I don't know. I'm not sure. It didn't feel bad. It didn't seem that bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I didn't hate it. What do we got? Ooh, is it Eldrazi? How are we facing Eldrazi? Wild. That's actually wild. I can't believe we faced humans and Eldrazi, both of which I consider to be pretty bad for Breach in one tournament. I think what I'm gonna do is I don't really want to cruise away a bunch of these cards. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna Ancient Grudge the Pearl. Which is similar to strip mining, but I get to keep more mana. We could cruise, but I don't. My deck really needs to keep the Lotus in the yard, so wonder if they'll hit my strip mine. They did not. So what I can do now is I can strip this Caracas and then grudge the Ruby, but I still have to beat a 3/3 in play, so maybe that's too much. I mean, maybe it's time to cruise now because we have a bunch of cards in our yard. Oh, I can cruise next turn now. I kind of want to do one more turn of stopping them from casting spells, I think. Kind of seems good to me, especially with like a bunch of counterspell in my hand. Like I just have to beat an active displacer, which seems reasonable. Go, Shelby. Get him, Shelby. Who's a good doggo? You grudge all their artifacts. Like, even if they have a wasteland here, I still have a follow-up cruise. So, like they think they're winning because they have a 3/3, but I have restricted blue spells. So, like, I'm pretty happy if they're playing a mana denial game here. Especially now that they've used their strip mine. 5, 6. Well, yes. I actually think I would rather lose Demonic and Petal and keep Lotus Ancestral Scroll because Scroll will let me get Brain Freeze and it's a blue card, so it's the same colors as Ancestral off of Lotus. Maybe that's a bad way to think about it. Well, drawing 2 Pyroblast is a problem. I'm not going to lie to you here. But we have 3 turns. So lands are good. Preordains are good. That's not very good. But I do get to discard a card and get closer to a breach kill. Wow, they drew Cavern. Or if they play except to say if they play a Thalia here, I would be very sad. Looking back, I mean, you could have forced the Displacer. Yeah, it just didn't seem like a worthwhile play to me, but maybe it's fine. I mean, they could have just like played more like Eldrazi afterwards. Like they showed to not have Cavern of Souls. I don't know. Maybe I will lose this game because I didn't force this Displacer, but kind of hard for me to make that call, I think. Like, I mean, I still win the game here off of a fetch land or a volcanic, so maybe I'm supposed to force that, actually. I probably was supposed to force that just to get one more card in my yard. No, I don't actually need... Yeah, I was supposed to force that to get one more card in my yard, because now if I draw volcanic, it's a problem. I need a fetch land, really. I lost the game. So we didn't force this Displacer, and maybe we lost because of it. Kind of unfortunate, I think. I mean, I don't hate the way we played, but when your Ancestral draws you 3 Pyroblasts, like, what are we gonna do, I guess? It's just really not been my day for Breach, I think. Really been kind of absurdly bad day for breaching. Yeah, I feel like we played fine there, and we got a little really unlucky, but I mean the obvious answer is maybe I was supposed to maybe I was supposed to counter the Displacer on turn 1. My logic for not countering the Displacer on turn 1 is because if they had a Cavern of Souls, they would have used it on the Displacer, and I felt like we had enough action. So what I really wanted to counter was like if they went turn 2 Ancient Tomb, Thought Not Seer, I wanted to Force of Will that. That was my line, and I don't think I'm wrong either. I think that's just how it. I think it just panned out that way, but kind of awkward no matter how you look at it, really. Again, I guess. No, I think the keep was like perfectly reasonable and wasn't very bad. I thought the keep was fine. Like it did exactly what we wanted it to do. I cast 2 Ancestrals that game and I drew what, 1 land. So like, what am I gonna do? Here we just jamming a Ren and 6 on turn 1 so that we can buy back our tropical if they waste it. I think our turn 1 is like, obviously the Ancestral is not drawing new like it's not like getting card advantage, but putting all of those cards in the yard is card advantage for this deck. So like putting an Ancestral and a Lotus and Immersion Scroll and these cards in my yard is very actively good for the Breach deck. So I'm pretty sure like we win that game if we just draw a fetch land in any of the like the remaining 6 cards after the Ancestral, and we just didn't draw a fetch land, right? But we also could have forced the turn 1 Displacer, but I really like at the time it just didn't seem like a very powerful move. So, and we cast Cruise. Cruise did great. Oh no, I didn't mean to. I just was looking at chat. I wanted to plus my Ren and 6, and I just forgot. Might come to cost us later this game. It's possible. That's a draw. Yeah. Yeah. You have been strip mine locked. Thank you for playing Magic. I appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, these cards both seem fine too. Sure, go for it. I mean, I could fetch there, but I think not. Maybe fetching is just better because it shows them less stuff. But I don't know if that's actually true. I don't really know, because it actually thins, but it doesn't really feel like that matters. That was a pretty good strip mine draw, especially with opponent having a no Moxen start. Uh, sorry, opponent, you are not allowed to play Magic today. When do they concede? Strip mine every turn. One of these lands can go. Emergency, emergency. All right, that was fun, I guess. Yeah, the play happened. Opponent died. Who needs to tick up Ren and 6 on turn 1? That's just too much work right there. Oh, what we were gonna do in that game was play a Narset and start plussing Dak on them. Cause that sounds like value to me. Yeah, that's so much fun. Yeah, this is a hand. Oh, they had the. I didn't bring in both claims. I only brought in one claim, and again, I'm gonna get punished, huh? I knew I was bringing in claims, but I didn't know why, and this was why. All right, it's okay. We have a Mana Gorger Hydra. It's coming. Maybe I'm supposed to demonic on turn 1. I don't think so. Nice. I don't know if I actually want vamp the. I guess we can decide later. Oh, I guess we can't decide later. Well, now we're vamping, chat. I guess unless we demonic on this turn. Maybe we should demonic on this turn and just go get Hydra. I mean, we get a claim as well. Maybe claim is better. Maybe claim is better. I don't know. I definitely don't think I sequenced that right. I didn't mean to do that. I clearly didn't mean to do it that way. I think you really want this fetch land though, so I don't think it was upkeep claim. Oh wow, they actually drew a card instead of playing an Eldrazi there. That's really good for us. All right, I can't play this Ren and 6 on the same turn, so I would rather just hold open my mana, I guess. I don't know. This claim doesn't seem that good, honestly. I kind of wish it was just a Hydra. I really just wish it was a Hydra. It's kind of frustrating. I guess I listened to chat, but I really think that this is just supposed to be a Hydra, and then, like, how are they ever going to win? But whatever. This is just going to take Ren and 6 probably. I know. I don't think it's good to keep Vamp Oz because you're very unlikely to have double black sources. Like we used our demonic tutor, right? So it's like Asking to have black for Vamp and black for Demonic Tutor is, like, probably way too much, I would say. And we just drew the Vamp anyways. Alright. I think we're just gonna die to, like, a Reality Smasher, and there's, like, not much we can do about it, right? So we kind of need to just draw the combo. So if we can draw a fetch... If we draw a fetch land for a black source now... if we draw a fetch land for a black source now... We can get freeze and go for the kill. See, chat, we have our Vamp. Is our deck still good? I guess I have to kill that no matter what. All right, what do we got? Another breach. Not exactly what we wanted to see. I feel like we've drawn really, really poorly today. I don't think we've played very well either, but I think we've drawn just like, oh, opponent has a Caracas, but played their Thalia naked. Interesting. Interesting. All right, I mean, if we get we need like a black, get a black source, which is kind of hard. Oh, we found a green source. Wonderful. Maybe I'm supposed to hold that for a Dak Faden. Whatever. I think we're dead. Just gonna die to one creature again because we don't have any action. Vamp is really bad. I mean, they don't even have a Reality Smasher. If they add a Reality Smasher at any point, we would just lose on the spot. They're just hard casting a Leyline. Wonderful. They hard cast a Leyline off of Black Lotus, which is the only way they can play a Leyline. This game is just too much for me. I can't, man. I just can't. These cards are both dead. Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I mean, I'm pretty happy to not play any more Breach. This has been just this is very similar to what happened the last time I played Breach. This is incredibly similar to what happened the last time I played Breach. It's terrible. How many rounds is this? 7? I guess we can continue playing. There's only 2 more rounds. Then I can help do data collection. I don't know. Every time I play Breach, I play against like Leyline Eldrazi and Leyline human decks, and it just feels like, what am I doing with my life kind of thing. I don't know. Like, I think the deck is good, but I just have had 0 success with it. Not for me. I want to be good at it, but I just don't feel like it's just not working out, you know?